What? Try again. Am I live? I don't know. Am I on? Okay, I'm gonna assume I'm on because I can see my microphone. Hi, this is Vi from Earth and Water Tarot, and I'm here this morning to do the energy for the week of June. Can you believe it already? 2nd through the 8th. Do keep in mind it's general for the collective, so you may or may not resonate. And I'll just do that little 4-card thing. Let's see what the theme basically of the week is. So I've shuffled my card and let's go. Okay. No? Okay. All right. Wasn't it? All righty. Good morning, Grand Rising Marcus. How are ya? Oh, okay. What do we need to know this week? What do we need to do? What do we need to seriously contemplate? And what do we need to let go? And they said, okay, look at the bottom. Ooh, okay. So this might be the week of feels. All right. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 4 of Cups. All right. Your water signs, your emotional world. Look at him like looking all dejected there. Could be something that we're going to reject, something coming in, maybe an offer. It could be many things. It could be us even rejecting something we currently have because we feel like we just don't need it anymore. Let's just see. Could be just ending drama too. Good morning, Julie and Dory. I started to put your names together. Good morning, dolls. So let's see how this plays out because that's kind of a okay card. Let's look at what we're supposed to know. Well, god darn it. 2 of Pentacles, the never ending, I can't make a damn decision to save my life. All right. So it looks like we're going to be kind of in a, I don't know, some kind of emotional, probably repetitious situation this week. I think we're going to go back and forth and back and forth. So just heads up on that. I'm even going to, I just heard we're going to have to clarify. Yay. Let's see what we're supposed to do. Well, interesting. The 4 of Wands. And let me see, that's Leo. 2 of Pentacles that's Capricorn. The 4 of Cups, let me see, because I'm trying to learn all these guys. The 4 is Scorpio. Quite a mix here. Anyway, look, now we got the 4 of Wands. Your spiritual realm. This is generally always, look at this, dun, 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 the happy marriage card. So what we need to do, well, and 4s are always about stability, right? So it looks like we're supposed to keep ourselves stable. But we're going through this loop back and forth and back and forth, and we're up in our feels and probably going to reject something. So I don't know what's up yet. Okay, let's look at what are we supposed to really think about this week? Wowzers. The High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is Cancer, okay? All right. So what we're supposed to think about, what we're supposed to do is connect to our inner knowledge, okay? We are supposed to trust our intuition. All right. And that's what she's all about. She's the Oracle of Delphi. She's all that good stuff. She's connected to the divine. So that's what we absolutely need to think about and contemplate is our connection with the divine. And are we listening or are we not? Who knows? And what are we supposed to let go? And then I'm going to clarify. I don't know why. For some reason, I think this is kind of, I don't know, iffy. Let's look at this. Oh, and what we're supposed to let go. See, I am definitely going to clarify. Hey, Michigan, how you doing? Look at this, the 2 of Wands now, and that is Aries. We got a lot of fire going on this week. Anyway, that is always about looking out. He's opened his eyes. He's got that world in his hand. So he's going like, ooh, I got the whole world. I can look out. I can find something new. I can make a choice, a decision. So guess what? Apparently the kibosh is being put on that this week. So I'm going to roll through this. Why not? Because it seems like, I don't know, I want more information. And if you hang in, I'm going to go ahead and do pull a card for every sign. And I do plan on doing it for the month. I had company all weekend, you guys, so I got behind on what I was doing. All right, so let's look. Okay, so what we're supposed to know is that we're going to be in this perpetual loop of indecision. All right. So, I saw that. Give me some skinny on that. What is this all about? The Magician? Now that's interesting. That's Gemini, of course. I want the next card too. Oh, the 9 of Swords. We're not trusting ourselves. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. For some reason this week, this is what we need to know. We are not trusting, and obviously we need to connect to our, our intuition and our inner knowledge here, because starting right out the gate here, what we need to know is we're not trusting ourselves. We are second guessing. We're going back and forth and back and forth, and the idiocy of it is that we are being told, "Hey, you got what you need. You can do this. We're shoving you this direction," and we're like, "Wait, oh no, I mean, look at this. Oh no, I'm all up in my head." Ah. So, okay, so I guess we're going to have to try to avoid that this week. A heads up on that. We're going to have some struggles. All right, we're going to be struggling this week with some stuff going on. I really believe it's connected to the emotional world, because we started with that Four of Cups. And that's all about rejecting something, right? So, yep. All righty. So we're not trusting ourselves this week. We're having a hard time. So heads up on that. Let me keep going. So that's what we're supposed to know. What we're supposed to do is stabilize ourselves, right? We got the Four of Wands. So tell me about that, please. Why is the Four of Wands here? What we need to do. Give me some extra. There it is. Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And that is also Aries. Aries and Aries. Aries and Leo. Oh, a lot of fire this week, you guys. Heads up on the fire. No wonder. No wonder. Because fire signs, and a lot of energy. And then with the air, a lot of cerebral junk going on. But basically, what we need to do is get a new direction. I mean, look, we're getting a green light. We're getting a green light from the universe, from source, whatever you want to call it, and saying, yes, stabilize yourself, be happy, be able to do this. But for some reason, we are doubting ourselves. This is full blown doubt and ignoring our skills. We are being naughty. This is not a good thing. We need to be better than that. We really do. So we need to connect with our divine, because what we need to, really think about, contemplate, is our connection, right? Here's the card. Yes. So on that, with what, we need to contemplate, now I got the King of Wands. We're still searching. We're still searching for what we truly want. For what we truly want and desire. This is our passionate world. I mean, everything. I mean, we've got everything here. We've got emotions, we've got thoughts, we've got passion. It's so far what hasn't shown up is Earth. There's no stability. We got no stability yet. We're being told to get stability, but we haven't got one yet. Oh, you guys, who's up for that? We finally going to have a sunny week, and I got to deal with drama all week. Thank you very much. So, but anyways, on that contemplating, reconnect with your intuition. Trust your instincts. Okay, stop this mess and getting too much in your head. Okay, and then really try to figure out what the hell you want. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's just no faith in yourself, in ourselves. I'll put it that way. So what we're supposed to let go, though, see, this is why it was a little confusing, because we're supposed to let go of looking out, of like trying to make a choice or decision. So are we just supposed to roll through this nightmare all week? I don't know. That's what it kind of feels like. Here it is. Look at this. Look at all this fire, you guys. This is going to be quite an active week, okay? Now we've got the Knight of Wands. Look at all these wands. So you Aries, Leo, Sagittarius out there, slow your roll, please. But anyway, yeah, look, there's something we want, okay, you guys? The overall for this week is there is something we desire. And part of this, though, I think we have this confusion and we're not trusting ourselves, because with that first one on the bottom of the deck, it's almost like we're getting an offer, we're getting this idea of a new direction, and we just don't trust it. We don't trust it. And what's sad is we're not trusting ourselves. That's where the trust lies, is there's fear here. There's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, and oh, blah, blah. And yet we're being shoved and saying we can. We're not hearing. You're not hearing Jimmy, you guys. You ain't hearing Jimmy. So that's what's that's what's going on this week. Let me see. So it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, we're in for some real a ride this week. I wish I had better news. Let me throw Zen. I might throw another Oracle. Let's see if we get a little help with this. So yeah, guys, we're just going to have to really sort out our direction this week. There's obviously, okay, the worst thing here is that we're not trusting ourselves. What's wrong? What's wrong? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you doing that? You got to trust yourself. Come on, you're the author of your play, And no matter what people do around you, you're still responsible for what you do. Nanny's getting on you like I do on my babies. But anyway, let's see what they say. So we're just in for kind of a rough ride this week, it looks like. I hope that's only not for too many. But you never know. Here it is. Wow. Suffering. Can I go back to bed? Can I go back to bed, you guys, and we just pretend I didn't do this yet? Let me see what it says. The cause of all suffering is craving. Desire things that you do not have, and suffering will follow. Realize this, and peace will be yours. Suffering will disappear, and contentment will reign again. Realize this, and peace will be yours. Craving. Interesting. So, do we want something? Is that what this is? We don't trust what we truly are feeling? And so we're creating this suffering within ourselves. I mean, there's definitely suffering going on this week, and we are creating this because we don't believe in ourselves. That's what's going on here, guys. So let's try to work on that, shall we? I think it's a good idea. I think we ought to really work on this. And yes, we're all human, and we're going to hit some kind of obstacle. But trust, we are being guided. We are being helped. But for some reason, we've kind of hit a wall this week. So just do your best, hang in there, and we'll see what we can do. Let me pull a card for every sign, and let's see what we got for the signs. A little extra skinny, so that might help. But yeah, God darn it, I wish it was better. But it's all about what you want again in your life, where you want to go, the direction you're heading. And for some reason this week, we've hit a wall of fear and indecision and not even believing in ourselves. What happened? What happened? I don't know. And that makes sense now. Now it makes sense with that, what we're supposed to let go. Now, okay, thank you very much. Because we're not in a good state of mind this week, okay? So don't make any really rash decisions or any really, super heavy duty decisions this week. Avoid that at all costs, okay? Just work through and go through this roll of emotions and fear and anxiety and whatever's happening here. But God darn it, you got to get back and believing in you. Bottom line. All right, so I'll get these shuffled and then I'll roll through all the signs. So a little extra skinny for everybody. I'm not happy about this. Are you? I'm not. Aries. All right, Aries. Here you go. You finally an Earth card here. You got the Seven of Pentacles. But that is always the card of, oh, what did I do? What did I create? What have I grown? And look what it's responsibility. So good old Aries is out there. You need to check what you've been doing. What's been going on? And that looks like this is why part of the confusion this week, but you've really got to go within and figure things out on that one. What did I do? What did you make? What did you grow? All right. Taurus. Princess of Wands, which in this deck is the page. All right, so Tauruses, looks like you need to just wait, slow down, okay? The Page of Wands comes in, the Page of Wands will come in, but, oh no, what am I saying? That's fast. I don't know why I was thinking it was a pentacle. Oh, because of Taurus. Anyway, the Page of Wands going to come in, so you will get that message, but I don't know. I'm going to go with what I get because I heard slow down. So we need to just slow down and wait for that info, and it'll probably come in pretty fast, but I think we're going to have a problem with it. It's like we might get something today and then, well, I'm saying that we because I'm a Taurus, but then still not trust it. There's something about this lack of trust in our own judgment this week. So Taurus, I should just pull from the top, don't matter. Gemini, Gemini, well, you got the old Prince of Swords. You need to get your head together. He's coming in with an idea. He's got that sword on high. And, I just heard he's too charming. Wow, how weird. Okay, Geminis, for some reason, I'm getting the message of look out for somebody that is like too charming. There might be some. Now I'm hearing the serpent's tongue. So there you go, Gemini. Heads up on a serpent-tongued devil. Cancer, Nine of Cups. All right, Cancers, good for you. Cancer, your emotions actually are going to help you this week, okay? Because you're going to be able to get through this And because you are so emotional, and cancers are really emotional signs, not bad, not good, it can be both. But anyway, yeah, you're going to obtain, yeah, a high level of happiness once you work this through. So good on the cancers. Yeah, at this moment in time, all those extra feels are going to benefit you. Leo. Oh, Leo, you got the moon. Okie dokie. You're gonna uncover, not undercover. You're gonna uncover something. All right. There's been something hidden, so keep your eyes open this week. You're gonna get something that unexpected. It's a word that came in. Unexpected. It's something you have been completely unaware of. Is gonna. Oh gosh, you're gonna get gobsmacked. That's what I just heard. So heads up on that. God, we got a week this week. Virgo. Well, good for Virgos, 4 of Pentacles. All righty, that's great. I love it. Stability. All right, Virgos, and you're discerning anyway. You are very discerning sign. So good for you. You're gonna make it. You're gonna do fine, and you will regain that stability. It's because it's gonna take all week because Pentacles are the slowest moving energy, but that's because it's careful, thoughtful. Just done correctly. All right, Libra. Oh, who's out there in them woods? No, sorry, I don't know why that song came in my head. Little Red Riding Hood. Anybody know that? The Death card. Something is completely changing. Nobody's dying. Don't get that in your head. There's not going to be a death. This is a complete flip of the script for you this week. So kind of goes with all the drama, but it's within you. Okay, come on. It's all about within us this week. So looks like you're going to go through a major change there, Libras. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel like something financial is going to go well for you. Instantly, the 10 of Pentacles. This is completion. This is being in a good space. And I right away heard financial. So it looks like through all this anxiety and whatever's going on this week, trust your damn gut and you are going to be okay. So if you're worried about your job, Scorps out there, it looks like it's going to be okay. You're just going to have to go through the fire. All right, Sag. Oh, well, good for you, Saggies. You winners, you. You got the Sun card. So even though this is a very tough ride this week, you are going to grow and nurture yourself and you're going to heal something. So good for you, Saggies. Good for you. Capricorns. Ace of Wands. See, told you a lot of fire out here. And well, Capricorns are like the fire sign of the earth signs, at least in my opinion. But anyway, divine guidance, you're saying go in a new direction. You got the green light. So wherever you're heading and after all this drama, yeah, step it up and move forward. Okay. You go forward and it's something you're very passionate about and you'll know what it is. Aquarius. Ooh, Justice. Sweet. So Aquarius, even though it looks like we're going to go through a lot of drama, what happens with you, the end result is correct. Absolutely. You will come out of this, and I always have to throw in, this is general. If you have any legal things going on in your life, it will end in your favor. You are getting justice throughout this week. Yay. And last but not least, Pisces. Oh, do you like it? Look at these major arcanas popping up. All right, fish babies, the Strength card. So do remember this week to have self-control, okay? Inner courage and strength, okay? And this is mean, and I would say for you in particular, Pisces, because you are a water sign, so you are one of the emotional ones. When you're this situation this week, when you work it through, especially for you Pisces, you're going to have to really, really check yourself. Yeah, I'm hearing, thank you. I'm hearing, I don't know, is this for me? My moon and rising are Pisces. I'm hearing watch your mouth again. Be careful what you say, how you articulate your feelings, okay? There's something very vital about that this week. Even though I feel like we'll be okay, I don't know, let's, with that oracle card at the end of the suffering, we're just going to go through it this week, so maybe the dailies will give us more, but that's what I got for this week, you guys. So expect quite a roller coaster, and I mean, biggest message here is, God darn it, when did you fall off the belief train in yourself? And you need to get your ticket punched and get back on it. Okay, so that's what we've got to figure out this week. All right. I'm gonna let it go at that. I don't want to be nagging at you like, God, where's Bobby at today? Why should be so ornery? Anyway, oh, good morning, Mary. So anyway, you guys, that's what I got. Hold on to your hats. It's going to be an interesting ride. Might be a rejection too. I forgot to mention that again. There might be some kind of rejection from somebody offering you something, and you just might be going, nah, pass, pass. So that's probably part of this, especially this never-ending nightmare card. Phooey. All right, I'm gonna stop. As always, general for the collective, so you may or may not resonate. But have a wonderful week, and I will be talking again soon. And right after this, I'm going to do June, but I will have to record that ahead and put it on. So look out for the June one. Let's see what's going on there, right? Let's hope this isn't the kickoff to a ucky month. I hope not. God, please no. All right. All my love. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.